Hi guys, welcome back. Now that we've cleared Central Yharnam, we can choose to fight either the Cleric Beast or Father Gasol next, or you can do both, which is what I prefer to do. But we need to farm up a bit. We need Bloodstone Shards and Blood Echoes for upgrading, leveling, and stocking up on some supplies. To level up, we need to obtain 1 point of insight before going to Hunter's Dream to unlock the doll. You can discover a boss area which will award you with a point, and then you can just die and be sent to Hunter's Dream, or use Madman's Knowledge, which is what I chose to do because it's easier and faster. I'm going to show you a few options for farming in Central Yharnam, starting with the fastest and easiest method. You're going to take the Central Yharnam lamp and go left into the house. You'll want to kill both Huntsmen downstairs. The one in the wheelchair always gives 4 quicksilver bullets, so he's excellent to farm. Once you get upstairs, only kill the one man in the corner and let the one behind the barrels in the back live. Because we're going to use him later. Then you're going to exit upstairs and kill the last guy. And then once you've done that, you're going to aggro the Scourge Beast and actually bring them back to, towards the house to cheese the fight. You only need to aggro one. He will follow you all the way there. It may take him some time though, and the other one will come as well. They do have a little range with their swiping attacks, as you saw, but you should be able to stand a little bit farther back in the doorway and be just fine. I just use Hunter Axe Extended and a charge attack. They mostly drop 3 blood vials each, but they do have a chance of dropping Bloodstone Shards, and they give a decent amount of blood echoes. Once you've killed and looted them, you can come back towards the back of the house and lure that last guy behind the barrels in the back toward the doorway where you're standing right now, or where I'm standing right now, and just let him kill you. You should spawn back in Central Yharnam Lamp and be able to repeat the process without losing any blood echoes, because either the guy downstairs in the wheelchair will have them, or the guy upstairs towards the door will have them. So that's why you want to lure this guy sort of back a little ways. Anyway, this isn't my preferred method. I will show that here in a little bit. I prefer to do a much longer run, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. The first time you go to Hunter's Dream after obtaining your first point of insight, the messengers will give you a beckoning bell. You can use it to summon other players to help you with a boss fight, and in some parts of the game you can even summon NPCs with it. When leveling up, I find the best stats to focus on are strength or skill, vitality, and endurance. Weapons have a letter grade on how well they scale with certain stats, so be sure to check what your favorite weapon scales off of.
Very well.
Vitality is a good all-around stat to focus on, as it increases your hit points, which increases your survivability, and who doesn't want that? Endurance is another good one because it increases your stamina, which is really good for being able to get more attacks off and dodge more in a shorter period of time. Just remember that, with each level it costs more and more to level up, so it's really good to have an idea of what you want before you just start maxing, or not maxing, but leveling up random stats, because it's going to cost you in the end. Another thing that unlocks with 1 point of insight is the Bath Messengers up here. They sell items to you for insight, and you're going to need to check back periodically for new items, especially after boss fights. But one of the first things you can get from them is a small resonant bell, which you can ring to search for people who need help, and then you can go to their world and help them. It's a good way to get insight and blood echoes by helping them with boss fights. Now I'm going to show my preferred farming method, in which you will kill every mob worth killing and hopefully have some nice loot and a lot of blood echoes to show for it. Take the Central Yharnam lamp and turn around and go down the ladder. Head through the large gate and go ahead and fight the Executioner. The first 5 times I fought him, I died. I was trying to just interrupt him with my pistol, but it's so iffy and he does so much damage. If you stay behind him, you should be able to kill him fairly quickly and fairly easily. Just watch out for his charge attack, which is the double swing you saw. He has a chance of dropping blood gems, but you'll most likely get about 4 blood vials off of him. You won't be able to use the blood gems until you get the required tool, which is after the Father Gasson fight, but I prefer to get a few early so I don't have to return to this area later. Once you've killed and looted him, go back up the ladder and head past the lamp to the left. And right there on the ground, you'll notice there's a note. This is the area where you can use your beckoning bell to summon Father Gasson to help you with the cleric beast. Unless you've already killed Father Gasson, in which case Alfred will show up to help you. Anyway, moving on, go ahead and clear out the house. Those 4 quicksilver bullets and a chance of blood vials are always worth it, in my opinion. I just go straight through the house, though. I don't worry about the upstairs. Go ahead and go straight, and just keep going straight, and we're going to the area where the dogs are right now, and we're going to head down into the sewers once we clear those out. Rabbit dogs never drop any items, but since they give blood echoes, I still kill all of them. I love doing that. Killing both of them at the same time. It's the little things. It's the little things. Alright, so we're heading down towards the sewer area. Like, I guess that's sort of, I don't really know what to call this area. It just goes, it leads to the sewer, so I always just refer to it as that. We're going to go ahead and fight 7 large huntsmen. The ones with the torches, as far as I know, like that one, have the highest chance of dropping Bloodstone Shards. But we're just going to go right up to him and take him out fast before he can retaliate. And then we're going to sneak attack and visceral attack this guy. Directly afterwards, the shooter will come around the corner. The shooters mostly drop quicksilver bullets, but they also have a chance. Pretty much all of these large huntsmen we're fighting have a chance. After the shooter, we're going to come around and fight the one with the torch. They have the highest chances, I believe. And then it's the spear-wielding ones, which we're about to fight one of those. When you come out here, there are 2 shooters and a spear-wielder. The easiest way is to just aggro the spear-wielder by shooting at one of the shooters. Usually you don't have to try as hard as I am right now. But for some reason he was being stubborn. So once you see that you've aggroed him, just run back inside and go ahead and extend your hunter's axe, and you can flawlessly, usually, get off a charge attack. I was just a little, like, premature with that. He's not too hard. Just dodge back when you see him winding up for his attacks, and then retaliate. Once you've done, you know, killed him and stuff, just come out here and deal with these guys. They're really easy. Like I said, they mostly drop quicksilver bullets, but every once in a while I've gotten a Bloodstone Shard, so I don't want to risk, you know, that one RNG chance that I might actually get it, so I just go ahead and kill them all. And then once you've done that, I prefer to just kind of run all the way back towards the house, which I'm going to do now. For a while, my run consisted of, like my farming run, it consisted of going straight from the lamp to this area, killing all of them, and then going back, and just kind of like doing that over and over. But the Executioner, I've gotten about 3 blood gems off of him, and those are, I mean, they really help. Like, not a monumental amount of help, but still, I find it worthy. And he gives a lot of blood echoes too, and if he doesn't drop a blood gem, then he gives you like 4 blood vials, so I think it's worth it. Anyway, once you're back in the house, go ahead and deal with the Huntsman inside and the one outside, and then we are going to fight the Scourge Beast again using the same method as before. For me, these guys have a pretty ridiculous drop rate with Bloodstone Shards. Like, I think I've killed them about 30 times and gotten like 2 to 3, It's not horrible. It's not a horrible drop rate, but it's not excellent. They do give a lot of blood vials and blood echoes though, so it's worth it. You can choose any part of this run to do or not do, just customize it based on like what items you want and need and all of that good stuff. But after you kill this Scourge Beast here, you can choose to die once again by the guy in the back, like behind the barrels, and just repeat the process, or just go to Hunter's Dream, it doesn't matter. Here in a sec, I'll show you what to do after you get like a sufficient amount of blood echoes, bloodstone shards, and whatnot, and yeah. Just a friendly reminder, don't forget to periodically repair your weapons. As far as upgrading your weapons, to upgrade to +1, you'll need 240 blood echoes and 3 bloodstone shards. +2, you'll need 240 blood echoes and 5 bloodstone shards. And for +3, you'll need 340 blood echoes and 8 bloodstone shards. For 4, 5, and 6, you'll need twin bloodstone shards, so that's like not something you'll be worrying about right now. Bloodstone and twin bloodstone shards are easy to farm, so you can level all of your weapons to +6 if you want, but after that keep in mind that the materials are much harder to find, so you're really going to want to focus on like 1, maybe 2 weapons after that. Let's see. Other than that, other than upgrading your weapon and leveling your character, you can buy some items from the messengers. Now that you can hold 600 rather than 99, like blood vials and quicksilver bullets in your storage, you can go ahead and stock up on those items if you want, but I really prefer to get Molotov cocktails because they go up in price later and they're just so valuable. Another thing you can get is at the very beginning when the messenger, like when you first came to Hunter's Dream and the messengers offered you weapons, you can buy those now, like all of them. And you can get the Yharnam Hunter set, which I usually get. I'll go ahead and show you the difference in appearance of the Hunter set we got in the sewers and the Yharnam Hunter set. Alright, so that's the Hunter set. And let's switch to Yharnam Hunter. And there you go. That's what it looks like. They both look pretty awesome, so the stats aren't that dramatically different, so just whichever one you want. Now you're ready to fight the Cleric Beast and or Father Gasson, so that'll be the next videos.